The asset management industry is one of the biggest markets in the world, 80 trillion in size, about 4 times the size of U.S. GDP, with more than 4,500 funds and asset managers each managing more than $1 billion. But times are getting harder, and one company that's trying to simplify the whole asset management business is Rise Technology. So with me is CEO Stefan Tittel, here to explain more about what Rise Technology is doing. And you're based in Munich, Germany.
That's correct.
So welcome to New York and to the Nasdaq. Now, the flood of data is increasing exponentially. There's so much data out there. I mean, how are you working with data and the asset management? How are you bringing those two together?
I mean, I want to give you an example. When you look at the asset management industries of the 70s and 80s, an asset manager and a hedge fund could work on one model profitably for 10 years until this model died out. Now the times has changed a lot, and any given model dies out already after 9 months.
Wow.
So markets change much more frequently, and our approach is to embrace this kind of change, and we have developed an AI platform which industrializes the invention of models, and thus we are helping to drive the AI revolution in this industry.
So AI helps you be more flexible, stay on top of change, and be able to work with the asset management business for your customers, be more efficient?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and how do you do that exactly? And where are you getting all this data?
I mean, we access all available data sources in the market, price data, volume data, anything up to social noise. But the most important thing is that for any given asset class, our platform develops thousands of trading models a month. And with that, we have a research capacity already equal to the biggest hedge funds in the world, which gives us constant access to well-performing and new models, and allows us to license them to our clients.
So you are able to do something a human could not do, which is stay on top of thousands of data points?
Yeah, it's literally like this, and let's put it this way: we can do the same as a human can do, but in a much more efficient way and much faster, because our system runs millions of permutations simultaneously, taking into consideration all data points available and also very short-term updates. A human actually is simply not able to process this amount of data.
Yeah, I mean, all that. Do you have to have special computers to do that?
We also have this. We have a large platform build, which is also patent pending. So there went a lot of thoughts into it, and we developed around 7 years into this technology to make it worth and applicable to the financial markets.
Okay, so what is your grand vision then for Rise Technologies?
I mean, we see this disruption of this industry. It's looming, it's coming, it's already underway, and we want to be one of the leaders and one of the driving forces behind the application of artificial intelligence and machine learning in this industry. I'm sure it's a trend of this decade in this specific industry.
Well, it was really interesting to read about your team, because they're a combination of entrepreneurs and people who are expertise in high technology. So tell me about your team a little bit.
I mean, first of all, we have built successful tech businesses before, and also made them big and sold them to market leaders. And we believe in the application of tech for any given industry. And in the asset management industry, it's a perfect area to apply this. When you look at our team, we have such entrepreneurs like myself, but we have most of all very experienced developers and scientists in the field of AI and machine learning, coming from all over the world. Yes, we are located in Munich in Germany, but our team is very international. And we also combine this with financial expertise.
Now, how does the AI help you with the current, there's a lot of different things in financial assets that are changing. There's a lot of crypto talk. And that wasn't around really 15 years ago. I mean, at all, until, the white paper. So, I mean, how are you adapting to that? And it seems like a lot of rapid change just in the financial industry, not just in technology.
It's absolutely correct. When you look, for instance, at the pattern, the way how prices behave for any given asset class, this year or the year before, you will notice that those patterns haven't been before in the years before there. So it's when you apply traditional methods, it's almost impossible to cope with that. And that's why we see many traditional hedge funds and asset managers having problems in those years to stay ahead of the game. And with AI, it's possible. So we could say the more and the more frequent markets and prices change, and also the pattern change, the better for us. Stocks, S&P 500 is as good as cryptocurrencies, although cryptocurrencies are still not yet as efficient as the other markets, but it's applicable as well.
Previously, you had to spend a lot of money on research and, subscribe to a technical analysis software or something like that. But you're taking care of a lot of those costs for people.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah.
So in a way, AI is democratizing investing. Hey, thank you so much, Stefan, for coming.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Great to hear about what you're doing. And thank you as well for joining us. We'll be right back.